Have you ever wondered how do you iterate from a current winning ad and perhaps create additional winning ads, or just simply what are the components of a winning Facebook ad? Well, in this video, I want to share with you exactly how we find one winning ad and then turn it into an even better winner by iterating on this initial ad within one of our clients' Facebook ad account. Now, if you're new to the channel, you don't yet know who I am. My name is Justin, and I'm the founder at BitAdvertising.com, an online marketing growth firm specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying online growth. We've profitably spent over $9.6 million on ads in the last year alone and have now worked with over 160 clients at the agency and with the consulting side of the business. And with that said, let's get straight into today's video. So, a winning Facebook ads components explain. Now, this is one of our info product clients right here, and I want to show you some of the results that we've gotten for their latest webinar. Okay, so our goal was to generate as many leads as we possibly could that would then work to be converted into webinar attendees and then be sold on the webinar to become customers of this said info product client. So in other words, what we're running here is a webinar funnel. With that specific client's ad account, actually, we're running two funnels simultaneously, a low ticket offer funnel and a webinar funnel. So low ticket offer people are sold on the front end, then they're trying to be upsold into the said client like other packages. And also they're being blasted with emails to hopefully get them to attend the webinar and also be sold on higher packages. But specifically today, I want to bring your attention more specifically to the webinar funnel that we have, because this primarily is where most of our ad spend went to in the last couple of days or couple of weeks, I should say. So we spent month to date on that funnel, $14,000 USD, and it was only spread across 4 ads on this account. So that's quite a lot of ad spend spread across 4 ads, but you can see more than half of this ad spend went to one particular ad, which is ad 9. Now, what was so special about ad 9? Well, ad 9 actually was an iteration of ad 7. And as you can see, well, what is the second ad that had received the most spend? And the second ad in terms of results, well, do you name it or you guessed it, it is ad 7. Okay, so the way that we typically work with this said client is we're going to send them a batch of ad scripts. So our team does our own research, we look at competitors, and we build our own ad concepts. We'll send a full script to the client so that they sit down and shoot the said script, and then either they send it back to us and we edit it and turn it into an advertisable asset, or if they have an in-house team, then they would edit it and send it back to us in that sense. Okay, so right here, when it came to ad 7 initially, well, you can see the stats right here. So CPM about $15. When it comes to click-through rate, all 2.4%, so quite healthy. Outbound click-through rate 0.9%. But look at this, it's where it gets interesting. Conversion rate is 19%. So keep in mind, we're actually not generating on Facebook leads, which means we're not using instant forms. We're actually using a dedicated landing page for that client. And by the way, we are crushing it on the landing page of that client. So we're currently getting about 20%, so 18 to 20% opt-in rate on that landing page, which is exactly where we want to be. We want to be at 15% or more when it comes to landing page opt-in rates for us to get more leads for, again, this said info product customers. So way above KPI on the landing page, which makes us kind of put more of focus on the ads front. But quite frankly, we're also well within KPI on the ad standpoint. For them to break even, they would have to kind of get about a $20, $25 cost per lead roughly. So just to say that we're making some decent results right here. So $7.49 was the cost per lead of ad 9 versus a $9.48. So $2 shed on this new ad iteration that we got for a almost like 7% higher conversion rate and almost $3 or so less in terms of CPMs. So lower CPMs, which here we're targeting broad, right? So because we're targeting broad, well, that just means one thing. The audience is not the issue, the ad is. If CPM's higher, the ad is the problem. So the higher the CPM, the less Facebook appreciates or likes this ad, or the less people engage with it. Even if click-through rate metrics, as you can see right here, even if click-through rate metrics were higher, I always say click-through rate could become a vanity metric real quick. And that's because of conversion rate. If conversion rate trumps click-through rates and cost per lead just kind of dramatically drops because of that, then it does not matter how good my click-through rate is. It just matters what my hard metrics are, which are my cost per lead right here. So going back to ad 7 now for a second. Okay, so ad 7, video ad right here, 9x16 video. It's aimed right now. So this is an info product business selling to landscapers, and it started off again with ad 7 and crushing it. And then here's what we did. It's quite interesting. We built a piece of ad copy for ad 7, and then the client was like, guys, I actually really love the copy and the tonality that you put right here on ad 7. Why don't we try and adapt it and turn that into like an additional ad, a new iteration, because how ad 7 was already working pretty good for this said client. So technically, all credits to the client, they had kind of brought up the idea of perhaps like creating a new iteration or variation of the said ad. So what we did is we took the copy that we had right here. You can see, I mean, we're only seeing part of the copy right here, but I'll show you the entire script in a second of ad 9. And we just reworked it to make more sense audibly and also kind of make it more into our client's like lingo, like the types of words and kind of catchphrases he typically uses. Okay. And funnily enough, when you look at ad 7, the way it was framed as a script for the ad, it was more so problem aware. So our main desire or main mass market desire is I want to scale my landscaping business. Okay. And right here, we're talking about people who like know they're not where they want to be. They know they want to scale, but they're unsure how to go about it. They're unsure like what ways they could go about it or like where the problem really lies essentially. So right here, we're kind of going with these people here, which they're aware they're not where they need to be. They know they want to scale, but are unsure how to scale. And that script right here was talking about like how these people like to scale, they first need to be known. To be known, they first need to have a solid marketing strategy. To have a solid marketing strategy, you need to attend a client's webinar because he's going to share everything on how he built a $0 to $5 million a year landscaping business. Now, this led us to create this new ad variation, which is ad 9 right here. So here's the script that our team wrote internally. So desire, once again, I want to scale my landscaping business. The positioning of this new ad, which is also where we iterated on, was more so solution aware. We're like, you know what? Like, this ad seems to work, but let's turn it into, yes, something that makes more sense from the client's lingo perspective, but let's try it also in a solution aware standpoint. So it's kind of what we did right here, right? Script, if you want to land those big landscaping jobs, you need a solid marketing plan to build your reputation. But, and then a client name. So, but Justin, word of mouth reputation works. My team does excellent work. No, little Johnny, word of mouth isn't enough. Prospects want the real deal. If they can't look you up online and read about you, you don't exist. Why is the solution aware? Why was the other one problem aware? Once again, the script of the other one, which I don't have with me right now, but the script of the ad 7 in here was problem aware because again, it's calling out, hey, you want to scale your landscaping business, but right now it's just like not happening. Well, I'll show you exactly what you need to do. Hey, you need to be known online. So problem, I'm introducing a solution. Whereas here it's problem, right? You want to land those big landscaping jobs, which assumes that this person isn't right now. And then again, but Justin, word of mouth reputation works. So they're aware of a solution to land big landscaping job, which would be relying on word of mouth marketing, right? And we're saying, hey, this is not enough, or this is not the right way to go about this. There is a better way than word of mouth to go about this, which is a proper marketing strategy. So we're selling kind of marketing to landscapers right here, which is why I'm saying this is a solution aware ad. So here's the ad script overall. And then we have like this new ad right here, which honestly, I mean, just from a reactions perspective, this ad really, really good, like tons of social proof. And again, keep in mind, this is not like some fake engagement or whatever that we paid for. And like, no, this is all from a ad with a objective to generate more leads and very like, again, very broad audience, but all within the US. So you have 1,400 Americans that just interacted with this ad here, which is good. Same thing here, 27 shares. Who shares an ad? You know what I mean? Like nobody really shares an ad unless they either find it funny or interesting or they're funnel hacking you. So with that being said, when it came to kind of that overall process right here was once again, looking into our current ad results, which a couple of weeks prior, we saw, ad 7 seems to be working good. Client loves the copy with it. Feels like there's something that could be done with it here. We had essentially based on our previous data, it was like, yeah, this ad is problem aware, but we have seen in the past, which is something I forgot to mention, solution aware ads working good. So it's like, look, we've had some solution aware ads working in the past. We now have this new ad with this desire and this kind of positioning that seems to work great. I say positioning. Let me just switch that word for angle. That works great, which is ad 7. Let's take one of our awareness levels that seems to work great. Let's take the angle of this new ad. It seems to work good with the same mass market desire. Combine these together to make a new ad right here from our learnings once again, which simply has been crushing it so far in terms of a cost per lead perspective. Fill up this client's info product webinar funnel. So the lesson here is look for patterns within the account and bring some of these patterns together to make a new winning ad. A new winning ad or an iteration doesn't have to start from scratch, especially once you've already done several tests. We've been working with this client since April. So now there's about 2.5 months worth of testing that tells us like, okay, we're starting to notice patterns amongst the desires, the angles, and again, the said like positioning of ads that work. Let's bring all of these together and convert one of our current winning piece of copy into an ad script alongside or aligning it with these winning ad components. Now, if you made it all the way through this video and you are an e-commerce brand owner or an info product business owner wanting to work with a paid ads partner on a Meta, Google, and or TikTok, click the link down below and book in a call to speak with our team today at paidadvertising.com. And on that note, gonna wish you an amazing day. Check out other videos on the channel for some more useful marketing tips, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.